So, be a game character. Be a game character, the channel, the blog, everything. We are all about personal improvement here. Most of the time, role models involve video game characters, hence the name. However, personal improvement overall is generally the idea of this channel and the idea of the blog and the website and stuff like that. So, to that respect, let's talk a little bit more about non-physical personal improvement. Improvement of emotional outlook, improvement of mental stability, improvement of knowledge, improvement of capabilities, skills, station in life, happiness levels, contentment levels, stuff like that. Let's talk about that for a bit. Right now, I want to talk about dead time. Time in which you're not necessarily making good use of the resources you have on hand. And you may not always know that you have dead time. A lot of people, myself included, have an issue with time in general. I don't have time to get in shape. I don't have time to improve myself. I don't have time to go back to school. I don't have time to do this, that, or the other thing. But we experience a lot of dead time. What do I mean by dead time? I mean stuff like right now. What I'm doing right now. This would normally be dead time. You're driving. I drive a lot. There's a lot of driving in my life. I easily spend and have spent anywhere from 10 to 25 hours on the road every single week, probably more than that. So like every week I'm spending almost a whole day of my life just doing this. So that's 1 out of every 7 days spent doing this. That's a lot of time. And normally would be dead time. What you should do is you should go through your life and think, what dead time do I have? And how can I improve that? So, let's go back to driving for the example here. Driving, dead time. I need to maintain my focus on the road while I'm driving. Now, me personally, I can do stuff like what I'm doing right now while still maintaining focus on the road and knowing what's going on around me. Not to brag, not to boast, but I've been driving for, almost 15 years at this point, and I've never been in a car accident. I consider myself to be a good driver. So the things that I'm talking about now might not be a good idea for you to do while driving, all right? They might not be a good idea for you to do during other things, but this is just ideas of things you can do during dead time. So while I'm driving like this, super easy for me to make talking head videos. I'm, aware of my surroundings. I know what's going on. It's the same as just like having a conversation with somebody sitting in the passenger seat. So, super easy for me to do videos like this. That's a good way to utilize dead time. I don't like to do it so much because I'd rather do more involved and interactive videos than talking head videos when I can. But sometimes, it's good to just sit down and have a chat like this. So that's one way that I've utilized. Another thing that you can do, so I'm a writer, right? I like writing. I could do a talk-to-text writing program. Either bring a laptop in the car with me and set up a mic here on the steering wheel or something like that. Or, obviously, modern era of phones, you can set up a phone, get a little thing, stick your phone up somewhere, and get a talk-to-text program, or just use your phone's actual talk-to-text program that's got built in. Most phones have that nowadays. You can do that, and you can write like that. I know actually several writers who have added an extra 10 hours of writing to their week. And granted, it's not perfect. You have to go back and edit it because talk-to-text is not perfect. But you can write while you're driving just by talking at a microphone, and it really actually will improve your writing too, because verbal storytelling and written storytelling are very different mediums. So practicing in both can really improve yourself. So if you're a writer, that's a good way to eliminate dead time there. Physical fitness while driving, not a safe idea unless you have hand grippers. I bring my Captain of Crushed grippers in the car sometimes, especially if I just worked out and I'm leaving the gym and I'm like, oh, I wanted to get a hand workout in, but I also kind of want to leave. I got stuff to do. Bring the hand grippers in the car and just squeezes. Super easy, non-distracting, easy to do. So that's all stuff to do to be productive on self-improvement, but also things like books on audio, like audiobooks are great. And Audible.com, it's a branch of Amazon. Audible is amazing. I had an Audible membership when I worked at the fish farm, because when I was at the fish farm, I would work 12-hour shifts by myself overnight with basically no Wi-Fi reception. So I couldn't even stream podcasts. But I'd get an Audible membership, I would download books. I would download some podcasts, but Audible really saved my bacon. It's like a monthly membership. I think it's $15 a month, and you get a free book or two every month or something like that. And you can pay for more books too, of course. They're a little pricey, but you know, if you get, I used to invest in nice long books, so I'd be like, okay, well, any book that I spend money on has to be over 12 hours because it has to last for at least a full shift. And there are amazing books out there. I have expanded so much on my personal knowledge of tons of things. They've also got the great courses on Audible as well, college courses and things like that by professional lecturers. So really interesting stuff. So again, an area of self-improvement, audiobooks, great for the car, great for other times too. Bluetooth earbuds and a smartphone, you can do that anywhere. Along the same line, foreign language stuff. Get some sort of foreign language. Pimsleur is a great publisher of foreign language CDs, and now I'm sure they do MP3 downloads as well. But great way you can improve. So you kind of get what I'm talking about here. I'm giving you lots and lots of ideas, but dead time is everywhere. If you commute on mass transit, take a train or a bus or something like that, and you know, you probably have access to a smartphone, if not a whole laptop, you can get a lot of stuff done. A lot of stuff done. Doesn't have to be unfun stuff too. You know, modern tablets have sensitive enough touch sensors that you can do art. You can draw and stuff on the train. Or go old-fashioned, bring a sketchbook. Reading books, obviously, is one option. Audiobooks, I already talked about. Reading books is not an option in this while I'm driving. But so take a look at your life. Take a look at what dead time you got going on and how you can use that dead time to improve yourself. Because we're all about becoming the best, strongest, fastest, funniest, smartest, most eloquent and outgoing and professional and admirable versions of ourselves here, right? That's what we're all about. We're looking to become the best versions of ourselves. So take some time and upgrade your software in addition to your hardware. Use your dead time and see what you can do to make yourself a more well-rounded and knowledgeable person overall. That's it. Live boldly, change the world, and continue